So here we'll talk about antivirus evasion remediation, and as we saw, the part about an antivirus that makes it a target is that it's something that tries to find malicious code in files, and that's why it would be a target of evasion, because the attackers would like to sneak in malicious code and execute it on their target. And here's how we actually go and prevent the evasion, how we evade the evasion. And that is that we check for antivirus definitions, and when there's an updated definition available, we will download it and use it in our antivirus package. And it's important to do this for all the assets you have, all the devices and machines, firewalls, routers, everything, because one thing being a weak link in the chain will allow certain things to sneak through. And here what we're talking about when we say definitions is exactly those signatures that we mentioned before. Is the antivirus needs to know what to scan for. It needs to know what a malicious file might look like. Because if you know about, suppose, 5 of the most popular viruses, but not the 6th one, and a file comes in with that 6th one in it, and you don't know that that particular file is carrying some sequence of bytes that are malicious, then as an antivirus you've been defeated, and you'll report that there are no antiviruses while the antivirus goes to work on the machine. So having completely up-to-date definitions will go a long way towards making your antivirus harder to evade and more effective at what it does. And of course, one of the best solutions for security in general is to not rely on any one security technique, and antivirus is no different. Antiviruses work in a very specific way, and so it's important to have more of a security tool suite. We've talked about firewalls, we've talked about stringent authentication, we've talked about physical security. All of these things combined with antiviruses and more, like logging and monitoring and alerting, can help to create a better security scenario for things you're doing. Because if something can defeat an antivirus, that doesn't mean that it should get a chance to wreak havoc on your application or your data. We can detect that something is happening that's abnormal, and that's when the rest of the tools go to work. And if an antivirus is defeated and we've detected something with a different method, then we know that we might need to get a different antivirus afterwards. So technically we're kind of testing the effectiveness of our antivirus as well, especially if it might be out of date. This is one way to find that out, even though ideally you're always proactive and know that your antiviruses are up to date. And that's where logging monitoring comes in, is once you see something that looks like potential malware, Trojan virus activity, that's when it's time to go into action, update, replace, or otherwise enhance your antivirus tools.